life was falling apart. I felt I was surrounded by darkness. Hope was a distant memory. I didn't know where to turn. I called the church and they told me about Stephen Ministry. Prayerfully, I waited for my Stephen minister to call me. I wondered what she would be like, if I would be able to relate to her. How could she ever help me? It was like God handpicked someone just for me. We talked a lot. She listened to me. She accepted me and prayed for me. She never gave up on me during the ugliest times of my life. I was ready to quit, but she never stopped praying and hoping.
I'd just been fired. My wife told me she was thinking of leaving. My self-respect was out the door before she was. A friend who knew I was feeling suggested I call the church for help. I was skeptical, but they put me in touch with a Stephen minister. That's another man who listened to me, encouraged me, and was there when I needed someone. I can't say I expected a lot, but in a very real sense, my Stephen minister saved my life. I don't know how I'd made it. I do know I wouldn't have made it without my Stephen minister. I'm grateful to God for bringing him into my life, bringing hope and healing.
A Stephen minister is a person that makes a formal commitment to work in a ministry of the church, to come alongside people and be an encourager and a helper for them in times of loss and grief and despair.
Being in the ministry gives me an opportunity to reach out to people who are needy and hurting and just to love them. And a lot of times what they're going through, the only glimpse of God they get is through me as a Stephen minister, and that's pretty exciting.
The Lord says He will repay the years the locusts have eaten. And the locusts did a number on my life for a number of years. And just knowing that those years were not wasted, that the Lord could use those times of pain and suffering so that I would be able to help someone else come closer to Him, has been a tremendous blessing. It's meant everything to me.
Seeing the power of prayer has been tremendous. It's really been a highlight, and I've come to depend on it more than just trying to wing it on your own.
Stephen ministers are people that come alongside and in very tangible ways change the wrongs and the hurts in people's lives to blessings. And the fact that I can be a part of that reversal, that great outpouring of God in people's lives is something that very few ministries give you the ability to do.